now says they will use satellite phones to ensure all results are relayed electronically. We now join our news anchor Yusuf Ibrahim, who is at our Bomas studio. Yusuf, it's been a busy day for IEBC officials there, and indeed that critical assurance coming from Chebukati at this hour.
Of course, it has been a very busy day. Actually, it has been a very busy 3 months, since they started preparing for this very historic election, Yvonne. And of course, tomorrow is a very historic day. It is a very historic moment because of the huge number of Kenyans, 19.6 million voters. That's a very big number because all of them are expected to exercise their democratic right. Now, Yvonne, earlier on today, the IEBC chairman, Wafula Chebukati, of course, we do expect him here any moment from now, had a press briefing. And among other things, they had talked about issues to do, with the long queues that might, make Kenyans not to come out in large numbers. They've said they've put measures to address that. He also talked about the polling procedure as well as, issues to do with technology, where they've clearly indicated that all voters are required by law to be biometrically identified. For now, let's listen in to what the IEBC chair had to say.
We understand the concern raised by Kenyans on the publication from the Commission on the 11,155 polling stations which don't have 3G or 4G network. We wish to assure you all that we have taken steps to ensure that the results are electronically transmitted for all the polling stations through satellite transmission. We have provided satellite capability to all the 290 tallying centers, from where presiding officers will take the results for transmission in any event. We have also availed satellite units to the 17 constituencies across the country that are worst affected by 3G network coverage, as well as one satellite unit per county. We have secured our technology infrastructure and will continue to monitor the systems on a 24-hour basis. We are aware of incidents of insecurity in Lamu and other parts of the country. We trust that security agencies will take measures to secure our territory to allow Kenyans to vote peacefully tomorrow.
There you go. That is the IEBC chairman, Wafula Chebukati, addressing the nation at a time when the country prepares to go to the polls tomorrow. Of course, there are more than 40,000 plus polling centers in the country. The IEBC chair has clearly indicated that they've deployed the required personnel. As far as the KIMS kit is concerned, they've deployed more than 45,000 of that gadget. I remember this election comes after that of 2013, where ICT experts are on record having said that by then the system did not fail. It's the people who failed the system. So have the IEBC learned from past mistakes? Is something that we're still keeping a keen eye on, and we're waiting for the IEBC chair to come to us here at the Bomas of Kenya, and we're going to forward those critical questions for him to answer. Back to you, Yvonne.
Yes, and Yusuf, you mentioned some critical questions that he's got to answer. But I wonder if you could give us some sort of lay of the land of what the National Tallying Center looks like, the big screens where we hope to see the results coming in from the constituencies, which we know now is the final announcement for the presidential results. What's your sense, if you can describe for us, the setup, the lay of the land, and indeed whether they have assured that they will be receiving the results straight from the constituencies?
Well, Yvonne, as you all know that, the Bomas of Kenya is a cultural and meeting place. But now it has literally been turned into a fortress, because as you make your way here, there are a lot of security personnel who have been deployed. Actually, the acting interior CS had already today said that they've deployed more than 150,000 police officers. But if you come or you make your way to this particular venue, you realize that apart from the normal accreditation, journalists and any other person who is supposed to, get into this particular venue are required to have some sort of a special accreditation. And at the auditorium, that is where the IEBC chairman, Wafula Chebukati, is going to announce, of course, the final results. By law, he's been given, a total of 7 days where he's going to make that all-important announcement. This auditorium can hold a total of about 3,000 people, and it's clearly labeled. There's a place for the, journalists. Of course, it's not just local. There are a lot of international journalists who are also covering this historic election. There's a place for the agents. Actually, the agents who are going to represent the 8 presidential candidates. At least we know 2 of them. One, of course, is here Senator James Orengo, who is going to be the chief agent of NASA, and the other is a former Energy Cabinet Secretary who was also former IEC Commissioner, is going to represent the Jubilee, the ruling Jubilee Party. So there's a flurry of activity happening here, Yvonne, because all system has been set. There's a place actually for the family members of the various presidential candidates to sit. So this auditorium, as I've already told you, has a capacity of 3,000 people. Security has been put in place just to make sure that everything goes on smoothly. And Yvonne, there are big screens that have been put in almost all corners of this particular area, and that is where we, of course, members of the fourth estate, as well as Kenyans, are going to see as the results continue trickling in from the various polling centers, Yvonne.
All right, thank you very much. Yusuf Ibrahim joining us from the National Tallying Center at the Bomas of Kenya. And of course, that will be the epicenter of all the results that will be coming in. So this is